Yeah, Roger, I'm looking for you. There you are. Alright.
Getting out by the snipers.
Yep. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. So if you look on the map, we've got a few different markers here.
User joined your channel.
Andrew?
Okay, yeah, I see them. I see we got a marker here to our east, and to the
Yep,
south we
okay.
have a flag
Okay.
and a triangle.
Here's the deal. Some things you need to be concerned about is, first off, if you go out of the map, there's mines out of the map, so try not to cheat by doing that. And the town of Mulladast is clear. There's going to be nothing in there. Everything else is a live AO. At the blue marker point, we have a small Afghani military base. Within there, we have an officer that we'd like you to capture and bring back to this base location so we can interrogate him for intel for future operations. Over at the blue flag marker, within that town, we got a tip that the Afghanis have a secret ammo cache. We'd like you to bring a few trucks over there and loot it as best you can. We don't know how many boxes. We know it's American-grade weaponry and whatnot, and this will let us have the full arsenal continue to the next stop, so we'll be well supplied. Those are your two objectives. Hitting one will make the other one harder, and there are repercussions for hitting one first and not the second one. But regardless, you can either split your forces and try to attack both at the same time, or you could do one or the other. It really is up to you, but I will be reacting realistically as a commander, depending on what you do. Okay?
I'm gonna go grab an RPG.
All you need to know is you need to get the officer, and you need to loot the ammo cache as best you can.
Any intel on Shabab thingy?
It's a town, it has civilians, it might have a few police guys patrolling, but that is all.
Not much, okay. You know the direction of the enemy's reinforcements to the AOs? Would it be
They'll probably be coming from the southern airfield. The U.S. airfield to the north may also send in units, should the Afghanis request them, if things go tits up for them.
Are we expecting mostly ground transports? They'll also be coming from the Afghan side.
They'll have some stuff for QRF in terms of helicopters, but otherwise it should first be any local ground troops in the area. It depends what happens, really.
Okay, problem. Obviously, civilians we don't give a shit about.
There will be civilians.
Just in case any,
We don't care about them, so it's fine.
User joined your channel.
Okay, so yeah, the truck ammo
User
cache
left
is
your
in
channel.
the flag, and high value target is by the triangle thingy.
Yep.
Do not go out the map, otherwise mines will randomly spawn in front of us.
Yep. Also make sure you guys bring cable ties to, tie up the officer.
Understood. Okay, thank you.
Alright, cool. Need anything else? I'll be on long range 50 for you.
I hope you guys are all on radio channel 60. Yep.
Oh yes.
Okay, so if you look at the map,
Hey, Auntie,
you'll
you there?
see to the west.
Yeah.
Not go west.
Yeah, there's been
we will
some
die.
really terrible desync on the server for the past few
Don't go
days.
west.
I don't think it's our side.
However,
I don't know what
south,
Havoc's
you see
doing,
the little
but it needs to
triangle
stop.
Thingy, and there is a flag thingy.
I'll raise it.
The flag has an ammo
Thank you.
cache that needs to be captured. Triangle has a high value target that needs to be captured. We will need cable ties to capture said high value targets.
Over to the AO. And be there.
So,
If we start
ammo
now, we
cache
gotta go
ensures we have an arsenal for the
We'll
next
still have
op.
to set up the vehicles and stuff.
Will want to be my primary target to capture that first, then we shall
User
hit
joined your channel.
the high value targets.
Andrews, we're gonna start having.
Understood. We're gonna go for the ammo cache first, but you can still underneath.
Any questions? Any queries that they want to get into the high command?
Why not do both objectives at the same time?
We don't have enough people. Both for garrison areas. If we do both at the same time, we're going to have issues now of not having enough people to assault them, and something may go wrong. Okay, for this op, we're going to take with us, we're going to take the tank, provide overwatch from the hilltop at 2432. We also have that will be command team, because command team is Frosty with the anti-air missiles. Assault teams, you guys, unfortunately, you're gonna take the trucks. You can also take with, if you want to, one of the technicals and talk with the machine gun. We're gonna leave the BMP in the BT area in case we need them for later. We need to capture the ammo crates at the town and bring them back to this point. We don't all need to bring it back here. So once we capture it, we'll immediately shift position to assault next objective.
Hey Andrew, can I make a suggestion?
Good suggestion.
Maybe one of our guys on the assault team should also bring an AA stick just in case.
That is completely up to the guy
Alright.
who's in charge of you, but yeah, it's advisable to bring AA with you.
Andrew, which vehicle is the command team gonna take, so I know which one to load with more AA?
Command team is gonna take one tank and one technical.
Who's in charge of our squad?
So you can load up either into the furthermost technical, into the tank, your choice.
Copy.
Assault team, anybody in the assault team want to take command, or do I have to select somebody
It's
again?
good, Goody. We're just listening to their local comms at the moment. I'm gonna hide myself real quick, and we'll get underway with this op. Anyway, guys, what's up? Liru the Lance Corporal here. It's Wednesday, one of our big stream days, and we're starting off with some Durka ops. And we just have a very simple, small AO here. To break it down real quick, these are just things to
You're
say
in charge of assault team.
few rules, but we've got mines outside the map in case they decide they want to try to flank around and screw me.
You're now in charge of the
This
assault
town's
team.
clear, but everything in here is a live AO.
Probably chose the worst person to do that.
Well, we asked to step forward to do it. So if you can get somebody to take over from you, that's up to you.
So I've given them two objectives here. The first is an ammo cache they gotta loot out of this area, which is basically a giant box. They just have to loot as much as they can, but so long as they get at least, 10% of what's in here, I'm gonna give them a full arsenal next time. And then there is also an officer within this little military base. Well, there's still a civ over here for whatever stupid reason. He is surrendered in the back right here. And, he's clearly an officer with that beret. Give me 1 second. And Druzo, one thing I forgot to mention, the officer will be wearing a blue beret for PID, okay?
Understood.
Alright. So I've got two different mortar positions. One's out of the map, one's at the military base. From what I've heard on their briefing, they're going to hit the ammo cache first, and then go for the officer. The issue is, upon first contact on either of these objectives, the officer is given a 20-minute timer before he tries to escape. Now, I'm going to do one more thing here. I need to grab some Afghani police Vics and put them within this base. Or this is a military base. We're probably not going to use police Vics. I'm going to try to use simple, unarmed M2s. Humvees, excuse me.
Copy.
And line them up, but this is part of the little bad guys side campaign we're doing. We're only going to have a few more of these missions because after the 28th, my Wednesdays are going to be consisting mainly of schoolwork. Multi today, Mod Addict has it. It's really just me and Rat King. No one else is really streaming today, unfortunately. So, Bill and Ambiguous are pulling a sniper spotter team. I have frozen time, so it kind of stays at this lighting, because, it's a good mix of light and dark. And we'll also be listening to their local comms when they decide to deploy. Though I'm hearing some really weird feedback from Andrews, so we'll just have to see how all this plays out. I know for a fact they'll be able to get at least one of the two objectives so long as they, you know, loot the frickin' box correctly, but if they're gonna hit this first, that means they're only gonna have this one 8-man team to deal with and another 8-man garrison team around the ammo cache to kind of give them an idea of where it is. And then we've also got a bunch of civilian Vics in case things go foobar and whatnot, and a bunch of lights as well. We'll just have to see how this all goes. Oh, Anti-Static also started streaming. Good. I'm just going to... This is also a bit of a test for me because I'm going to be playing this as if I'm a realistic Afghani commander. This is also, you know, just a bit of a test and a bit of fun for myself. And just kind of a benchmark to see how my Zeus is going. So, we've also got 2 patrolling M2 off-roads going around because there are 2 pretty significant objectives to the Afghanis within close proximity, so I thought it was a good idea. And we don't really have any armor, but I will put a BTR M113 on standby over here just in case. Yeah, one of these puppies on standby should be good.
That means we don't have to listen to Andrew's hot making.
And we'll see how this all plays out. So Bill and Ambiguous, they're camping these mountains right here, probably already trying to do recon down here to see what they can. That's also pretty close to that military base over there. AI difficulty today has been set to something pretty simple, but close to our standard. 75, 35, 75, but I dropped spotting by 10% to, you know, give the enemy forces, our guys, a bit of a chance. An interesting idea that they have is they're bringing the tank and they're going to put it on an overwatch position. If I react to that accordingly, I'm probably going to call in something big to assault that tank, so if that thing comes up and starts literally smoking everything, then I'm probably going to call for some sort of heavy asset to take it out. But that's a really... I told Andrews already, I'm going to react realistically here, so when that M113 probably gets taken out by that tank, I'm going to call in for like a frickin' Apache or whatnot. Andrew, this is Liru, do you copy? I'm going to say this again, I will react realistically and accordingly to what you throw at me in the AO, okay?
Understood. If a tank comes along, they're probably going to throw aircraft at us.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Yep, Roger, just letting you know. So they've got Iglas, but...
We're going to probably not use the tank, just in case.
Here's the thing, if they shoot down a frickin' Apache, then the US is gonna scramble like 2 fucking jets and go frickin' apeshit. It's a trap. But it's only meant to be used, like... I expected, if you're, you know, trying to stack something against an enemy commander, maybe use the BTR or BMP first, but not use it for direct combat, only keep it for emergencies or Overwatch, and then bring things in. But if you put the tank, like, right here, and have it on Overwatch, right on one of the main 2 objectives, then... Yeah, yet again, no Sergeant Fluffers. I will be honest, today, I've had to rush things out a bit. I got pressed for time because of real-life bullcrap, so... It's unfortunate, but tomorrow I'm dedicating stuff again, so we'll get everything scheduled. I've already got, like, YouTube videos and stuff scheduled for the next few days. So that'll give me some breathing room to then work on some ops and whatnot. I mean, am I taking ideas for the opposing forces? Not really today. Not for this op, at least. Well, then again, we're doing Anti-Stasi later on a new map. Hopefully I can get the Warlord stuff to work, but otherwise... Did they just drive the car the wrong way? They were gonna drive it right in the mines. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. So they're still gonna bring the tank. Okay, well, good luck.
Andrews, this is Recon.
Hey, Recon.
Be advised, we have confirmed enemy forces in Kushab.
Yeah, just a simple 8-man patrol. They can avoid it, they can engage it, but
Understood. We're going
just
to
part of this
we're
boxed
taking a route
area
to
where I'm
avoid
sending
town
units
completely.
together. I also love how the
Copy
M2s
that.
aren't crashing into each other. That's very nice. But I mean, I don't know. Today we've got this op, which will hopefully take about an hour, hour and a half. It's not meant to be something too big. Then we've got, hopefully I can fix Warlords of Tanoa in time, and at the very least we can run the campaign we've already been doing. And then we've got 506 ops, and that's going to be a little bit of a potpourri experiment for myself, where I'm just going to have them put a map up, and I'm going to make an objective based on where the spawn point is, because I'm trying to get my creativity floating. I've been a bit bored with what I've been doing for Zeus the past few days, with the exception of last Monday, the horror op I did, and the op I took part in with Ambiguous. Those were amazing. It's just made me realize how I want to kind of set my bar up again and improve on the ops. And with the cutting back of the schedule, I can do that. I still need to do another test day for Iron Front and figure out a way to make that shit work without the damn thing crashing, but otherwise, everything else has some setup time. Also, I'm probably going to announce this onto this coming Friday recruitment and announcement video, but I'm also looking for a large Milsim group to do a thing for once a week. I mean, we have the Manticore collab ops this Saturday. We gotta, put Cup on in terms of units, weapons, and vehicles so we can have their frigate, but I don't know, I kind of want to do ops for a large Milsim unit just so I can experience it, because that's still on my bucket list of to do. Yeah, that tree covered that, the tank and the other Vics going by, but they're still doing exactly what I didn't want them to do, and that's, I wanted them to kind of go through this start a timer and whatnot, but yeah, leave it to the player base. That said, if they, actually this is a really thick hill right here. I don't think they'll skyline with the Vic. Then again, the way Wolves is driving right here, it's gonna be a bit close. Nice. 69. Lovely. Fucking lovely. Yeah, I am glad that the AI has learned to drive here. The M2s, so long as you put them on a simple, like, 4-route path, then they'll be okay, and they won't crash into stuff. I don't see any dead AI either, which is good. Thank you for the follow. But my to-do list is pretty fucking massive right now, so a lot of stuff to do. Capel, too late to join. Honestly, yeah, because no one's running reinserts. This has kind of turned into a one-life op because I don't think anyone... I mean, feel free to join regardless because, they might have people die and they might bring a truck in or two to reinsert, but otherwise, your guess is as good as mine. Cam, I will record the building of the 506th AO, but I won't stream it because I don't want any spoilers, but I'll put that up the same way I did the oil platform. I'm surprised that rock didn't take out a wheel, but now they're right in the M2 patrol path. Looking at the M2s that are down, I've got one right here. Where's my other one? Alright, the other one's right there, so... They're probably going to be able to ditch this somewhere over here and then send the guys up Soldier, and the other guy, thank you for the follow. But they might get the M2 around, and that'll trigger first contact. So it looks like they're getting out right here. And if they move up this road, then they'll probably run into that M2. Yeah, that M2, I mean, it's a 50 cal. It has the ability to inflict significant damage to a squad if it's not taken care of immediately. I expect at least 1 or 2 people to die from it. Knowing this group. There's no recon done because, you know, it's Durka ops. Kagan, hello, good to hear from you, buddy.
Let's give him a
But, yeah, this thing's probably going to jump them. But if they're pulling good security to their front, they might be able to spot it in time. But based on Defilade right here, it might get on them at the last second. Another thing I'd like to announce, thank you for the follows, guys. Kagan, I've read your op. I'm in the planning phase for it. I'll see what we can do about it. Kagan submitted me a pretty good op idea, and I think I'm gonna run it. But another thing, I'm gonna submit a frickin' ticket to Havoc Hosting, but there's been some major fucking desync on these servers for the past few days, and it really needs to stop. So the M2 is about to come up. It has a stop point right here. No, it doesn't. That's the other M2. So let's see how this thing goes. I mean, on 40%, it should at least spot them. Oh. Okay. I mean... Hashtag 10 out of 10 for stealth. I mean, that...
let's give him
what?
a warm welcome, shall we?
Let me guess, though. You're going to notice the frickin' tank driving up on the side and probably open fire on the other M2 car. Maybe? No? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the other car's coming around. Hopefully it's smarter, but that's, I'm a bit confused. You gotta love this game sometimes. I think it's because since the lights are on, it's officially nighttime, and since the AI don't have NVGs, they gotta be pretty close to the AI, or to the players or other units to spot them, but still, it's pretty fucking retarded how some of this stuff is going. I mean, clearly there's a truck right here, but hey, it's Durkistan, so that's not gonna arouse suspicion. Yeah, totally. You know, the guy just went crouched right there. Nope. Didn't see a thing. Did not see a thing. Yeah, so the AI traded their sight for being able to drive properly on frickin' roads. I mean, yeah. Okay. Fair trade, I guess. These guys have a little bit of a stealthy encounter or whatnot, and they think they're doing well, but... if I see something blatantly obvious, like if one of them's on the frickin' road as they pull up, I will remote control and start opening fire, but... that's, it's not supposed to happen like that. The protection of Bloodwing is with them. Oh, God.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Turtle, thank you for the follow. So I guess they're just gonna be able to get literally right on top of here and go, and I guess they're going to rely on these other Vics to bring the supplies back and forth, but, you know, that's just me, so, gonna probably spawn a squad or 2 down here to send up to reinforce when shit hits the fan, but, we'll see. M2s are coming around again. This one will be there in about 30 seconds, this one in about a minute. Wise Andrew's on this massive hill, basically scouting for his team right here. And we'll see how this all plays out. I do not have Sergeant Fluffers down for this one. We'll give him another cameo in time, but not today. So they literally are taking AS Vals and AKs that are suppressed. I mean, is this supposed to be some sort of elite Taliban strike force? This is why I didn't want to give them full arsenals, because can you really imagine, you know, Taliban or other Middle Eastern militia or insurgent groups with those types of weaponry? But That's just me nitpicking. I don't have snipers because I don't know that they're coming. So I don't have time to set up snipers for defense. I mean, we can put them down later. But for now, it's a no. So this is a bit better for stealth. I mean, I only saw that one guy prone by the tree branch, but otherwise that one made more sense than the first ones, but... Oh! Nope, he saw something. Wow, he saw wolves on a rock. How did you not, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Sure. 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 AI spotting, I don't get it. I really don't get it. So we're gonna have this squad try to respond here. Aware, full speed. Got this other M2 coming down. Shots are heard. They're being shot at from these two guys. He wakes back up. But let's bring in one of our police forces. That's some serious skylining there. I think yet he took out the prone medic and not the guy with the RPG. Okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. Oh no. You were doing so well. And a car crash. Okay. Yeah. Mortars are in play. I cannot believe that just happened. Cool. Stupid ass AI, man. So we're gonna send these guys up. They're gonna be aware, concerned for what that gunfire was, and we got another squad coming in. Other police Vic is on standby. I want to get a better report of what's going on before I call in mortars. Otherwise, we got one crippled. Nope, he's just running the other way, and then these two guys are going to come up and check the flank, I guess. Now this squad's going to go respond to those gunshots. And I don't know why it does that, but sometimes click when I'm in game, it just tabs me out. Regardless, let's see it going. Bloodwing works in mysterious ways. God damn it. Yeah, alright. Let's put a... You're right, we should put a suppressive fire, or, excuse me, a mortar target down and pop some flares, because it's all dark down here. Fire supports. Artillery fire mission. Yes, and I think that's the flare round. Usually it's shot, flare, smoke. So he's reloading that right now. He'll fire that in a moment. Otherwise, now we have this one guy walking across right here. Bro, at this rate, you should hear the gunshots and just move in. That entire squad got wiped. Literally does a front flip and dies. Okay, that's interesting. So police car is on the scene. We're gonna put them right there and do a search in garrison buildings. Let's also send this 113. We've lost contact with the other squads. We're gonna send up the other police car and get ready to go. Gonna call in everything that I can. Yep, it was the flare round. So I'm gonna do a large barrage of flares just to get them out here. Let's do 5 each. On, just confirming the flare round. One of them will start firing immediately, the other one will reload, and we'll see what the hell happens. But at this rate, let's do a search and garrison here. Because we want to try to set up an ambush for these guys. Otherwise, we have the 113 coming up. Ambiguous and Billman are setting up a sniper roll right here. These guys, radio would have come on. These guys are going to be in combat. And we're going to get this other squad to get in that police car and be quick about it. Meanwhile, this two-man team, since we can only fit 6 guys in an off-road, they're going to come by and go report on what the hell's going on. Make them quick about it. And we'll see what plays out here. You guys, I want you guys to come reinforce this cache. We have a man down over here. He's probably the guy. Nope, he was the guy on the M2. Probably sniped. But they're now taking fire. So I'm going to call in some smoke rounds now. Flares and smoke. I think that'll be a good way to disperse everything. Artillery. Fire mission here. Yes, 1. Let's do the pod. And right there. So you can hear him reloading the rounds. And we've got more reinforcements coming in. Perfect. So this is just a guy that's last man standing. We've got other guys that have basically garrisoned this structure. They're ready to go here. We got one man down right here, and this guy got stuck in frickin' rocks, so I'm going to move him back. Otherwise, his force is slowly coming up to a press. Now, I'm hoping to get this 113. It's screwing up Royale right now, but I want this 113 to come up with this infantry team. What are you doing? Please fix yourself. Thank you. But that way we can get kind of a frontal assault going here, some heavy fire support with other stuff that's going on. Now I'm going to put smokes up here to try to disguise what's going on. Three more to cover our advance right here. We're covering this area because they're hitting it. But the smoke, I mean, geez, that is absolutely beautiful. Send in angelic goats to protect the player base. Good God, guys. Enough. They're just goats. Alright, we'll have the driver join up with that squad. Have these guys ready to go. Got some more smoke that was deployed a bit late, but some is landing there now. That's to obscure their movement. Let's put those guys up. Let's have some police squads come in from the town right here. Kagan, we can't do IED butterflies, buddy. Come on. Kagan, I appreciate the 50, but this is something I'm trying to get a specific vibe going for here. We're trying to, since it's a tier 2 up, we're trying to be realistic with what we send. But can you think of something else, buddy? Otherwise, I can just refund the 50, but I don't want to... IED butterflies is kind of a one-time thing. Non-IED just to scare them. Alright, we can do that. We can definitely do that. Here. I can make something slightly like IED butterflies, but otherwise, since we can say these guys had a bit of time to set some stuff up, there. They're not IED butterflies, they're butterflies with minds. Alright, little bit of Liru flair in there. And this M113 is being absolutely retarded. Can you not? Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! So that's gonna go catastrophic. And if they don't get out of here, it's gonna blow up these buildings as well. Well, everyone's at risk right here. So it looks like Teacher went down from that cook-off. Some damage to the buildings here. I'm gonna see a few wounded. Otherwise, Murphy was climbing this as he was being shot to hell. Because we got two guys right here. Crampton, thanks for the follow. And those two finally get taken out. We have an auto rifleman that's down as well. Grenade thrown right here. It's actually at that angle it was able to cover this guy. And Demicus was woken back up. Sprays him down. And gets the other one danger close. Get these guys out and send them over. See, we're right on the floor above. And I'm hoping to see them come down the stairs. Oh, they're taking the ladder. Okay, I mean, I wanted you to use the stairs so we could jump them, but sure, I guess the ladder's okay too. So that M2 right there is firing at these reinforcements. Where is my smoke marker? We're gonna call in another round of smoke here. Fire support. Call that in, and then I'm going to want to call in a ranging shot up there on that open hill.
Command be advised, this is Recon. There are mortars heading out near our position. They could be at you, over.
Let's drop two ranging shots over there. So he's going to reload those from flares.
Have you got eyes on the mortars?
Negative. We have audio contact.
Otherwise, seeing some cook-off right there. Some more reinforcements that have come around. So we're going to smoke this area once again to give it some cover from their snipers, and then we're going to call in those ranging shots because we can clearly see that damn Vic on the hill. We still have two reinforcing squads coming up, but they are being a bit slow to cover stuff here. We don't have goats down yet. Damn, those ranging shots! Did he drive the Vic closer? Because that Vic was over here the last time I saw it. He drove him into the ranging shots. Ah, for the love of God. Yeah, that car was over here last time I checked. That's Arma for you. The odds are very, very bad, but... Guys, right, it was up here, right? Because Yeah, I would not have put that right next to it. I was trying to range up to it. Alright, so morale's pretty good. The Afghanis, we think we can handle this ourselves. That other thing that's in big defilade here. We're going to call in some more mortars on this hill, trying to range into those, hoping those guys stay alive. But otherwise, we're going to try to call in some smoke support right here from the other one, which they might be out of. Yeah, so I think he's out of smoke. So we're just going to flare that position, I guess, because oopsie. So as they're ranging shots on that hill, this team's going to say, no, 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 adjust your fire. Going to move our mortar shell, put it up here. Shall we? And I think we're going to adjust mortars here. So this one's going to start firing, then we can start shelling smoke from that one. Then we'll put that down. Yeah, and then with this one, we can use the smoke rounds. Because it's a little tougher to micromanage AI with commandeering vehicles and whatnot, because once you assign them to a vehicle, you can't really unassign them to it. Even if you ungroup them from it, and it's an absolute pain in the ass, and it's just not worth it. Trying to listen to those ranging shots. Smoke shots are going down, flares are going down as well. That's the second thing, a ranging shot, so I'm going to put those right in the front. Artillery fire mission. 2 more.
Command, this is Recon.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Command, you copy?
Yeah, Command's driving back in what looks like an armed M2 to replace. Looks like they took one of the M2s from here to commandeer and use it, which is smart. But once again, I'm going to call in for some smoke support. Right on top of us, 3 rounds. And that's going to force the player base to have to come in and engage closer, where it's also going to be a bit riskier. So I'm going to ungroup these guys and try to send them in as a machine gun team to try to outflank the player base coming in here, because there's only 7 of them right now. Dement is still down. But see, right now they're just sniping in, and we got to take care of that. So the smoke is going to help to cover that, hopefully. 1 round landed here, and we got one right here. Actually, that seems like a lot more than 3. That'll keep us covered regardless. This machine gunner firing up, I think, at the hill squad. He just went unconscious, damn it. Alright, hold on. I gotta start getting one of these guys to actually engage that damn thing. Here, I think I'm just gonna start telling... Let's see if these 2 artillery pieces can reach. I'll move them a bit closer here. Put them in this town. And honestly, I just want to tell them to just suppress fire if they can up on that hill, not in range. Alright. Put them up right here. Just shell the hell out of that hill. Otherwise, it's also starting to look like I'm going to need to call in some air support here, so a little bit of QRF. And then we'll spawn them at this airfield. Reinforcements spawn.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
And we'll do Blue 4 Afghan aircrafts. MI8 cargo would be good. We'll land a full weapons squad. See Alpha, they'll be in combat. That should be good. There we go. That'll be a bit of a ride, and hopefully it'll get taken out when it tries to land, but otherwise it should be a good thing to go on. Now we're hearing the results of some of these mortar shells coming up on this hill. I hope they shot more than one frickin' round. Otherwise they're just breaching and clearing these buildings as if this garrison's not enough to tell them that the ammo cache is probably here. So we've been taking quite a lot of fire from that hill as well. I think I'm going to call in artillery to do some suppressive fire up on that hill. I'll be a bit farther behind them, more towards the middle, but should be good enough. We've got another police team. We're ready to go here. We'll send those guys in to try to outflank the player base. Alright, otherwise they're moving in. Got a bit of a home field advantage. They're using smoke to try to cover their advance. The reinforcements have been pretty much decimated by the M2. And the MI8 is about halfway here to reinforce. Yeah, you can really hear that suppressive fire going for this hill. We're going to say that wasn't even close. Move them in a bit closer. Now, once again, I am going to order another smoke barrage to try to keep us concealed. It's under fire support right here. Artillery fire mission. Hopefully we have some more left. Perfect. And we'll throw those puppies in. MI8's coming in at this time. But I think we should start, you know, grabbing some bigger assets to put in. So I'm going to put down a BMP. And then I'm going to teleport us closer so we can also listen into their comms. Let's do an armored target. Let's do a BMP-1 camo. Perfect. And send it right in. So smoke's starting to come in. Player. And teacher stepped on the mine. Well, see, these aren't even Aper's bounding mines. You have to actually step on these. As if the butterflies aren't a hint enough. This thing has flared twice to defend against Iglas. And it has actually been able to successfully dodge both, so it needs a direct AT shot now. Hearing some GNG fire. Heard another one. But let's get ourselves teleported in here. Butterflies are very, very scary. I'm putting ourselves on channel 60 that I have as a preset.
Guys, on the east side of the road, there has been a chopper landing troops, so we go.
And we're going to send in this reinforcing team as well to keep them harassed. Let's see. So that GMG was able to get the squad lead. He woke back up. Going to go to our global skill. I'm surprised I was able to land. I think 2 Igla rounds were shot at it and it was able to dodge both. So it looks like
Okay,
Murphy
I've found the ammo cache. I'll mark it on the map.
has found the ammo cache.
Your
They
job
need
is
to bring in
get the ammo
vehicles though.
cache out.
But this is a big box. They aren't going to be able to move
No,
it with
on the right
Ace.
fucking channel. I have
So
found the ammo cache and I will mark it on the map.
drone support. We'll call that in about 8
Morphine?
minutes. It's
Yes.
been a pretty mixed fight right now. I, as a commander, since I was able to get my reinforcements down, I got a lot of troops coming in. I'd say after this squad goes down, I assume our BMP... Oh, it's taking the land route in, so...
Okay, so how the hell are we going to load this into a truck?
AT goats, good god. I'd say after this BMP and this
Let's
infantry
give
goes
him
in,
a
that's
warm
when we'll
welcome,
start
shall we?
calling in for NATO, because that's when we've taken a significant amount of casualties. And Lee steps on the other mine.
Ammo cache is on the tactical ping. The ammo cache is on the tactical ping.
I'm gonna take a lot of flack for the IED butterflies later, but totally worth it. Are those the... I think I put a third mine down, right? Or did I only put 2? Because I could have sworn I put someone... one right here as well, but I don't know.
As fast as possible.
Currently loading up.
Copy.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna load it into these 2 trucks and try to drive them out of here, but we also have this BMP. It has not peaked the hill yet, but she is definitely trying. Let's see if I make it go full. Will that try to increase your speed at all? We'll see how it goes. Silent Kuma, thanks for the follow. Oh, they actually loaded it in the truck. I was not expecting that. It's fine, Kagan. Totally worth it. I'm surprised. I didn't know you could actually load that one in, but apparently you can. I mean, I don't know where they put it, but I guess just stack it in the back or something. But for now, they've dealt with these reinforcements pretty well. Got one guy right here.
Alright, I'm currently taking it back.
He's gonna drive it back now.
The rest of the assault squad in the town. See if you can find anything else, if not, just leave. Alright, this is Murphy. I'm with 2 other people in this off-road, currently taking it back to base.
Assault team, do you have another tactical following along behind you? If you do not have a friendly tactical following along behind you, you need to turn your gun around. You got 1 tactical following you.
Guys, is there anyone in a fucking tentacle following me back to base? Repeat, is there anyone in a tentacle following me back to base? Nope, it seems to be enemy.
It's time
Also,
to
you
get
got
gas
more
and get gas.
reinforcements, 2-man team as far as I can see coming in from the west in the middle of town.
Copy that.
Oh, that's not them. That's the frickin' other technical. I thought they were gonna try to set up to engage me.
Alright, do you want to drive?
And I'm unconscious.
You got him.
So they loaded up in an off-road right next to me, and they're gonna drive out.
So let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Car has lost a back tire.
Me and Auntie are now moving out of town in a civilian pickup.
Copy that.
a little bit away from the assaulters and blow up.
Trying to nail that guy.
Civilian truck. Yeah.
And I think they just got me. So I'm down now. But otherwise, they're gonna probably get that other truck and then transfer the ammo cache. When a civilian Vic, when a car smokes, it's not gonna cook off necessarily. But its engine's fucked, so...
Okay, I see you anyway. Whoever's by the truck, try to
See,
unload
something
it.
I want to point out is this tank was right here. The tank has been right here, and it didn't do jack. I was expecting the tank to blow me up, but whatever.
Okay, whatever your name is, can't remember who it was. Fucking off-road with the cache is currently smoking and I'm unable to unload it. It hasn't blown up yet though, we do have a civilian truck.
Alright. So I'm gonna unsurrender this guy.
Guys, but off-road, can you try to go up here quick?
And we're gonna have a bit of a brief right here. Gonna have a talk with the police. Now this is rare, but I'm gonna do something right here. I just need to find the right option. Ambientation, awesome. Alright. We can give this guy... Trying to coordinate what's going on here. Maybe give the sniper team something to look at. No, they're on the move right now. Alright, I guess it's just for me then. Otherwise, they're probably going to need to repair that. Here, I'm going to diagnose this myself here, but otherwise...
Negative.
Even the spare wheel can't come out. That's a bitch.
Yeah.
Alright, here, since it's a big frickin' ammo crate...
Oh wait, there it is, there it is. 1, 2. Just call another vehicle.
I'm being nice, you know, because it's a giant... I mean, I'm assuming that this thing is just on the back right here or something. They're just gonna unload it and move it, because the fact that they can't get it off because the engine's smoking, I think that's a bit stupid. So I'll give them that mulligan right there, but this tank... You should have done something about that MG. That's my 2 cents. Since it was right here, I knew it was right here. I was expecting it to smoke me, but it didn't.
On the vehicle, on the catch, have you gotten the supplies out of that?
I've been looking for excuses, or I guess ways to use ambient animations, but right now, basically, this guy's given a brief of they've lost the case, and we don't know what's going on, but they're probably going to be quick to leave at this point. I'm gonna move my reinforcement markers.
I think everyone needs to go. We're gonna pressure on the next objective immediately. So basically, I just want a driver and a co-driver in the catch vehicle. Rest of you mount up, and we're gonna head towards the next objective.
There we go.